Okay, I'm crossing my fingers that you can hear me. Can you hear me? I know you can see things because obviously Luxie, I think Luxie, I think that sounds right. Well done, stand by me. You're absolutely right. That was just a snap. I'm going to make them a little bit more cryptic now, I think, because you peeps are getting them far too quickly. How the devil is everybody? I thought we would do the live stream to everybody tonight because I had to cancel yesterday. I was meant to be in Ely. Mrs. Wilder Wayne's been looking forward to it for like a month. And I had a meeting yesterday and I drove home from the meeting and I thought, that car's making a big noise. So I managed to get it home and I looked behind and yeah, the exhaust is all over the place. Hello, Christian from Grantham.
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
Now, I've reverted back to the original setup I had, so we should be in 60 frames per second streaming tonight. So it's going to be a lot better quality tonight as well, which is good. I'm going to start the night by installing... You peeps did give me a good laugh, so I'm going to return that laugh to you. I'm going to install a part from a previous build that I've done, which, you know, I might make a cock up and all that. It's part 535. Let me show you that. Part 535 looks like this. There's your problem. Check that out. Oh, I mean, it's seen better days, my exhaust, hasn't it? This is the muffler box, obviously. And this is what was causing all my panic and pain yesterday. So what I did was I took your peeps' advice. I took it off the car, just drove it around sounding like an old Boyd racer. It's some people pay good money to have a car that sounds like mine at the moment. So I thought, yeah, that was fun. But that's being fixed tomorrow. So tomorrow, this week's schedule is completely out the window. So Ian, I'm not going to be able to do the poacher bike this week. We're going to start it next week. There's no way I'm going to get that done. In fact, I don't think there's going to be a video on the channel tomorrow. I am going to be building a video. I'm going to be doing the Routemaster Box 4. Routemaster Box 4. So that's probably going to be out Friday now. And there will be a live stream tomorrow as well. Because I've got that to fix tomorrow. So I'm going to be away at the service station to do that. And then Friday, I'm guessing I'm going to need an emergency dentist appointment to take this goddamn tooth out, which has been bugging me big time. It's still bugging me now, hence why I'm on the beer now as well. But to get an emergency dentist, they normally schedule you that day, but I've just got no time tomorrow. I've had no time today, so it's going to have to be Friday. But we'll see what happens. Did you like? I'll tell you what, you all made me laugh. I knew when I started putting that picture, you know, the video of me shaking the exhaust, that I'm going to get the connect it with AA screws and dip it in oil, you'll be fine. Can you imagine though? Can you imagine if we do a part work, we're actually building a real car and it's like, oh, today you're installing the muffler. How am I supposed to film that for a start? It's quite heavy actually, but The rest of the exhaust is actually in quite good condition, so God knows why. It must have been a weak point in the metal. So it's all fun. Hello, Troy. How's it going? I've just been reading your email before we came online. I didn't get a chance to finish it, but the SR71 looked absolutely wow. Wow. I will try and show that off. I haven't prepared anything tonight, to be honest with you, because we're building the Iron Man, and I've set up this system from where we were a Restream to this one. I prefer using OBS to Restream, even though I use Restream to put it on different platforms. I prefer the way I've got it. So when we invite guests on next time, and as you notice, when Phil came on for the first like 2 or 3 minutes, had problems with the sound, I'm going to figure out another solution for that. I'm going to probably use Zoom and import Zoom into OBS. Now, if you've got no, it was an accident, Pete. The exhaust just fell off. I was driving, minding my own business, and the exhaust fell off. Well, it didn't fall off, it snapped off, but obviously it was still held into the little rubber mount, so it was just swinging around doing nothing. So all I heard was a boom of an exhaust, as in because there's no silencer on the back, and I could hear metal swinging. So, and I was trying to convince myself that's not a problem. Turn the music up. That's normally the way to solve these problems. You know, you get your check engine light. Just put something over that. Ali Perry, I've read your email as well about the Eleanor. Now, I built the Eleanor today. Can anyone tell me if you've got an Echo Dot? Shut it up for a second. Alexa, turn off the heater.
Okay.
I'm cooking. The steering I put into that, the rack is pointing down towards the chassis. Is that right? It doesn't seem right to me. I thought it should be facing up, but I was just following the instructions, and that's what that said. So don't know about that one. Hello, Jacob. How's it going? Now tonight we're going to be doing the Iron Man. Four stages, which look to be really, really quick. It looks like we're going to be doing another boot like we did last time, and I have dug out some batteries because we are going to be lighting up another thing there. God, that's quite washed out for white, isn't it? Actually, that's not too bad there. But I'm going to show you something else first. I'm going to be showing you what is coming. Now, you remember the folks that I was talking to Koza there in chat, Gary Whitfield. We were doing the plastic V8 motor. I've abandoned that for now because I've actually got a metal radial engine coming, which works. It's all metal, pretty much from the same company which we did the robot for. And the robot I had so much fun with. They sent me this pumping station. Now, I haven't actually looked at this yet. So this is what they call them, nodding donkeys or something. I don't know. This is what we're going to be building coming up. I'm not sure when we're going to have this on the channel, but as you can see, I haven't even opened it. So let's have a quick look at this. Now, some parts in transit here, well, hey, let's put that this way around, have come, oh God, how'd you get this open? Aha, right, they've got things on the side, have come out of where they're meant to be. So I guess I'm going to have some fun trying to figure out where they're going. But let me check this out. You've got the charger, you've got the motors. It's exactly like what you saw when we did the robot. I'm guessing that goes in there. And that, I don't think that goes there. I reckon that goes in there as well. So there's two parts in there. That looks about right. Again, all of this is complete metal. It comes with all the batteries. I'm going to have some fun with that. This is interesting. What's that for? Interesting. I haven't got a clue. Oh my God. So I'm going to be building that on the channel. That's going to be quite fun. And then, as I said, I'm going to put this on the floor. Oh, there we go. And then, as I said, we're going to be building a radial engine like the Zero Fighter, which we can actually see working. So that's going to be good. It's a beautiful 61 degrees Fahrenheit. Is it, Craig? I'll tell you what, here it's getting cold. And apparently we've got snow on the way. Not here. If you're in the north, though. Don't know if Robert Beveridge is here. He's in Scotland. I think he's got snow on the way. Scott, you know what? I was thinking of changing my accident board because it's reverted back to stage 1 because I sliced my hand open yesterday doing the Ecto one, which I'll talk about in a second. But no, I haven't got it. So I was going to put days waiting for issue 15 up there. Oh, we'll have to see. It might be epoxy. I don't know. Oh, your car was exhausted. Very good, Barry. But the Ecto 1, a couple of things. The Ecto 1, I made a mistake. And you'll notice on the video now, I've put a warning in the pinned comment. And I've also put a flash up card, which will come up there when you're watching it. And it's all to do when I'm putting the partition in. Because the instructions are very ambiguous. Because the picture's so small, it's hard to see what way that's meant to go in. I put it in the wrong way. And I'll tell you now, I'm not turning it around. I can still shut the doors. Everything still works. So there's no way I'm taking it apart to turn it round. The problem you're going to have if you do it the way I've done it is that the doors aren't going to close properly. I've had to do a lot of work to get them to, which meant getting a blooming Dremel to it. Is that the section with the speakers on is meant to be facing towards the cargo area, if you like. And that's got that little sort of like extended bit we put on it. That's meant to be going seatways so that it actually goes into the seats. The way I've got it, it stops that partition going any further back, which is stopping the door shutting, if that makes sense. So I've had to do a lot of work to keep it exactly as it is, but to get the actual thing in. You'll also notice I found my spotlight. The spotlight's on there now. And you'll also notice, like I said in the Eleanor, look, I found the barrel lock. It was on the floor when I was mucking around with it. So I have said that on the video. So hopefully if people are following along, they don't make the same mistake I have. Because when someone told me that, I was crying almost, thinking I'm not taking it apart again. I have visions of issue 91 of the Back to the Future DeLorean. But it's always with a piecing it together. And it was interesting that this time we had to piece it together, wires upside down, which didn't make any sense to me because we had put those really brittle lights on it. And all the precautions I took in the world, I still broke too. So there you go. Now we've got a couple of hello Chris, how's it going? Chris, thank you for your advice. I said I am going to be seeing an emergency dentist, but at the moment I just haven't had time. So I'm still taking my antibiotics like a good boy, and I'm using the mouthwash you suggested. And the pain's not too bad at the moment. It was earlier, it was terrible, but the cocodamol was paying with that. So I will get my emergency dentist appointment, so thank you for that. Look, everyone's telling the temperatures. It's snow. I can't wait for summer. I need summer to be here. Although saying that, the buds on the tree outside the workshop here, they started to get the buds. My hydrangea's getting buds. My winter flowers or my spring flowers are starting to come up. My snowdrops are coming up. Wouldn't think I'm a gardener, would you? Okay, we've got some merch on the map tonight. So the first merch on my map was one of the Patreon winners. Every month, let me just explain that. Every month on Patreon, on the 2nd of the month, I just pick all the Patreons, put them in a random draw, and I just draw a random person to win something from the merch store. And this time it was Sean Javins. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, Sean. Sean's based in, where's my map? My old neck of the woods down in Essex there, down in Braintree, around here. And this is Sean Javins. This was the shirt he wanted. He wanted a red In My Defence shirt, which looks absolutely cool. Building the Spitfire there, where he seems to be a bit on hold with the Spitfire at the moment. I had to install some issues, which I've saved the video for, just so I can work out why we need 8 C-cell batteries in it. And it still does kick out just over 6 volts. So it's obviously 8 C-cell batteries in there to increase the power on it. And the next person, which I've got a question for you if you're watching tonight, is Tina Pardo. Now, Tina, you are in Burntwood, Staffordshire. Now, if I can find, I'm not that clued up with it. So if I find Corby, go along the M6. Now, I know Tamworth. I'm trying to find Lickfield. There's Sutton Coldfield. Right, okay, I'm getting there. Where's Lickfield? There's West Bromwich. There's Tamworth. There's Lickfield. There's Burntwood. So you're around there somewhere, I'm guessing. Bless. But this is you, Tina. You're wearing the Let's Get Cracking shirt. And I've been focusing on what you've got on your shelves up there. And I like that beetle thing you've got. But I'm more interested in what is this big flume thing you got on the right. Is that like an extractor fan for a paint booth? Because if it is, that's an almighty paint booth. That looks excellent. But I need something like that. And that's what sparked my interest for it. But thank you for that. And I would be Let's Get Cracking if I was drinking my rum. But tonight I'm on the beer and the Heineken again. So which is very nice. Look, Chris Morris, a balmy 73. Why is everyone in all these tropical countries? Oh dear. Hello, Ian. How you doing with the F40? Funny enough, Ian, I phoned them up yesterday to say, why haven't you taken a payment from me? And it was actually the day they were due to take the payment. So they've taken another payment. And at the same day I took the payment, I got another delivery. So believe it or not, Ian, I've got 12 stages to do. So I need to get cracking on that big time. It'll bug you till you fix it. You know, Troy, my OCD's playing up. I'm trying not to think about it. Trying not to think about it. See, now this is the thing that gets me. Look, you're on Enterprise 18 and I still haven't got 15 yet. What's going on? What's going on? I said to Mrs. World Away, and from now on, I'm not going to be even referring to that, Chris. From now on this channel, it's going to be a thing from now on going forward. It's now the build that shouldn't be named or can't be named or shan't be named. The build that shan't be named. I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'll probably have a little emblem up here saying the build that shan't be named. Too heavy. What's too heavy? Sorry, Troy. I'm losing the conversation. Wait a question. Do you think the Bismarck could be sealed and made watertight? Ah, right. Gotcha. Troy, it's already been done. It's already been done. And on a live stream, was it Michael John Wicks? He actually sent me some videos of his one going around the pond. And he's motorised it and sealed it. And yeah, he can be done. And I'm sure, Michael, if you, or Troy, if you, sorry, I'll try and get you both together. Troy, I will remember, because I've obviously got some Facebook messages for you. But Michael, if you're watching this, can you drop me a Facebook message again? And then I'll put you in touch with Troy and you can discuss what you discovered. But yeah, it was really good. Really good. That's your dad. Oh, Bex, that's excellent. And no Javens. Ah, Javens. I got it wrong. So Bex Javens. And I said Javins. Okay, so it's Javens. Sorry about that. I butchered your name. But I'm glad we got that right. But I'm glad Sean won. Sean's got another name. Marine. Let me have a look. He's on my Patreons. But he has a username. It's let's have a look. You're going to tell me before I even get this up. Sean, is it 442? I'm just having a random guess. Marine 42. I was close. Marine 42. There we go. That's your other name. That's the name you won on. One thing I learned about modelling: anything can be done if you have time and expertise. It can, even if you cock up, Gamer Gob. Anything can be fixed. Well, Troy, he's already done that, but I want to, obviously I think one of the first remote control things I've done on the channel is the tank. So I'd like to see some more remote control things on the channel, big time. Berg, this is building snowmen. Why is the wood burnt? Why is the wood burnt? What wood? Berg, this? I'm confused. Oh, it is a spray booth. Tina is in here. That's an epic spray booth. That's really what I'm looking for in the workshop here. Because at the moment I've got a bit of cardboard because the paint booth that I ordered that looked kind of like that never turned up, and I got a refund for it. I never got round to ordering it again, so it's all cool. I did have a bathroom exhaust fan in the old workshop, but I haven't done it in the new workshop. I really don't like cutting holes in the wall in here. I've cut one hole just for an extractor for the air conditioner, because in the summer here I'll be cooking in here if that wasn't there. But we'll have to see. Can build a paint booth from a cooker hood and Perspex. Okay. I suppose you could, really. It means cutting holes again though, Gary, doesn't it? It's all this extractor fan. And where it's going to go, I've got a window that can open anyway. So I don't know. Don't know what we're going to do that. Gamer Nix. Who are you? I'm on Twitch, Zena. I'm everywhere at the moment. I'm on Twitch, I'm on Facebook, and I'm on YouTube at the moment, which is all cool. So I gave up on not to be named and having problems with Fanhome and getting the R2D2. Really, Mark? I haven't had any problems with Fanhome at all. I'm getting my stuff, no problems. Thanks, Tina. That'd be excellent. I'm enjoying the R2 deal. I'll give you. I always do this on the live streams anyway. I'll give you a rundown of what I've got. I've got the big poacher bike to build, and obviously the SR71 kit, Routemaster 4. New York Fire Truck Pack 3. What's that one? That's the Ferrari. Peugeot Pack 23. Porsche 917 Pack 9. I've got the Titanic on the way, actually. 7, 8, 9 and 10. Which is weird, because I was meant to be getting 5 stages a month, but they're only sending me 4. So that theoretically, in 4 more stages time, I'm going to get a book, but I can't do anything with it because I won't have any of the parts for it. What else have we got? Looking down here, the Jaguar. That's probably going to go up next week. And I'm doing the Iron Man tonight. There you go. Got lots. Hi, Wayne, and everyone up. Still building the Titanic model you started? Yeah, I am, Chris, but I'm waiting for the next stages. The wooden one, it's just over here at the moment. And I said there are stages on the way, so that'll be coming. I will be doing the Hachette one. but not till May, because obviously that's being released by Agora Models. Agora Models are also bringing out the Porsche 917 KH, so that those two I'm going to be doing again. So I will be making it more pack size, if you like, for the Porsche. Hello, Beanies Hobbies. Matthew Bean, how the devil are you? Welcome to the channel. We're going to be building Iron Man tonight, and I've been in discussions on some of the forums about this, that I think that some of these 1/2 scale models, now I know this isn't 1/2 scale, but you've got the 1/2 scale Alien that I've been building. I've actually got part 2 coming soon, just so you know that as well. I think they're actually quite a good little thing. I think a lot of people are getting into there. Now we've seen that we've got Optimus Prime coming out. We've got obviously the Alien. We've got RoboCop, which Kevin the Nexus is doing. We've got Batman. There's a trial for Batman at the moment, and these are big old figures. You know, you're talking C3PO size there. I think that could be where you've got your die-cast club and the garage, and you've got loads of 1/8 scale vehicles, 1/2 scale figurines, which are quite, you know, this sort of detail. I think that's the way to go for some of these model building companies. Definitely. So if you are watching from some of the big ones there, you know, I think have a look at that, because there's a lot of things that I think people would want. Star Wars figurines especially. Can you imagine having like a 1 scale Boba Fett, not like the C3PO, but one that you can take the helmet off and, you know, you can articulate and all metal armor and stuff like that? I think that'd be brilliant. Trying to think what else I have. Darth Vader. I mean, Star Wars speaks for itself, but the license would be phenomenal. But RoboCop was a good one. Ed 209. I'd love an Ed 209. Indiana Jones. I don't know. I mean, it would probably get a bit monotonous having to build 2 of the same arm and 2 of the same leg, which we're finding out with the Iron Man here. But I don't know. I think it's a good idea. Hello, Jason's Basement. How's it going? You will notice that I'm chatting a lot tonight. It's because I've seen what we've got to do. Very much. Yep, there's an Optimus Prime, Jacob. Let's see if I can find it. 1 second. Stand by. Oh, Renosium, thank you so much. Speaking of Titanic, you're building, I have several interesting facts for the videos lined up. Hope you're ready, folks. Definitely stick them on. If you put them in the comments, Renosium, I'll pin the comment, so it will always be the first comment people read. I think that'd be an excellent idea. Let me just have a look. 1 second. I'm just randomly looking around to see if I can see a picture of it. Stand by. Right. Posts. I'm looking on Kevin the Nexus is the person to go to. I'm telling you, he's the one that has all of this. But I'm not seeing it. Has anyone got a link? It won't help because I don't think it lets you. Right, who's doing the Optimus Prime? Is it Altea? I think it was. It might not have been. It might have been Hashit. Stand by. Nah, I can't find it. It's definitely on there somewhere. It's on the social media, so which is crazy. Optimus Prime. Posts from people I know. Nah, I'm not finding it. I only read it today as well. Isn't it typical? You see something, you just can't find it again afterwards. That's a shame. Yeah, Johnny 5. But it'd have to be big. It couldn't be a normal, like, you know, this sort of model. And there's a guy near me who's built a full-size one that if you are on the convention scene in the UK, you can go and watch it. That a 1/2 scale came from RoboCop 2. That'd be excellent. Predator. There's such a market for it. I think it's an untapped market that needs to be done. Ian, I'm not doing the Countach, but I've seen it. It looks really nice. But I am going to be doing the Miura, the Lamborghini Miura. So that's going to be coming out soon as well. I am getting into this the 1/8. When I first, I mean, the first 1/8 car I did was obviously the DeLorean, and then we had the chance to do the Super Snake, and now I'm building sort of like a garage. It's like I'm I can't even say that word. Curating my own museum here, so I can have a museum of 1/8 scale cars on the wall. I think that's going to look brilliant. You want a 1/200 part work of the Cunard ships, QE2 and the Queen Mary. But Bergdis, we were in Portsmouth, God, in May last year, and we saw the new Virgin cruise ship, and I've never ever seen a ship so big. It was ginormous. It towered among the whole skyline of Portsmouth, even the Spinnaker Tower. Crazy shit. They're selling it in France. Do you know who does it though, Xena? Do you know who the producer is? Prime Partwork France. Let's see if that brings up anything. Oh, hang on. Aha. Oh, right. I think I might have something. Stand by. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's Power Rangers. Why have they put Power Rangers in with? Come on, people. Tag your things properly. I'm just having one last look because I'd love you to see it if you haven't seen it. It looks really good. I've seen the RoboCop one because, again, the Nexus is doing that. I can't find the link for the Optimus Prime one, which is a pain because I saw it earlier on today. You've done the Countach. It looks great. That was a lovely car in its time. I think the car that I'd love to do now, if I had a vanity project, is definitely the Lotus Esprit, but the James Bond version, so you can actually roll the wheels round to make it a submarine. That'd be excellent. It is Altair. I thought it was Altair Transformers. Let's try that. Oh yeah, Optimus Prime. Right, okay, but I've seen a video now. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'll put a link to a video. Hang on. Now this video is in. Let me think. It's obviously going to be in French. If I can go over to this screen here. Stand by. I know the screen's black. There we go. That's what it looks like. Not too bad, huh? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this guy a plug. So in the chat, stand by, I will link that video. So you can look at that to your heart's content. But yeah, it looks really good. It's a test, obviously, but you know, we want these things to come about. But I'll be shocked if that Alien doesn't get released, I have to say, because I really do think there's a market in it for that. Did they use the Queen Mary for the... I don't know. I haven't got a clue about that. Oh, Robert, you are here. How's the weather up there? I've heard you got some nasty weather on the way in. It means you need your big coat. Prime's a test in France. They get all the great tests, don't they? Oh, you've emailed me an image. Thank you, Neil. Hang on a second. Why can I never find this stuff when I need to? Okay, so we've got... Thank you, Neil. So, yeah, that's pretty much what we've just seen. So if I go on that again, there we go. So that's the image Neil's done. It looks really good. Really good. I might be able to move it up so you can see it there. There we go. Look. And the batteries are in it as well. Look at that. Wow. Impressive. You're not happy with D'Agostini? G40 parts over 7 months late. That's crazy. Well, my Victory, if you didn't know, I think people have seen it anyway. My Victory warmed us one night. I got rid of the Victory. I don't have it anymore. There's no videos on the channel anymore. And at the moment, it's probably about 1 centimetre of ash. I got rid of it. I couldn't look at it, so I burnt it. So I'm sticking with the Titanic and the Sovereign of the Seas. But yeah, I didn't get it. It's been a year and a half now, and I still haven't got any more parts. So I thought, you know what? That's that. I'm done. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to start doing some of this Iron Man, because chances are I say there's not much to do, and it turns out there's hundreds to do, and I'm going to make a cock up. So let's do that now. If we remember, once again, if I don't see the chat, it's because I'm building. It's nothing personal. I apologize. I will try and catch up at the end of the stream. But we are going to be starting with stage 43, which looks like this. Now, I can already tell you there's not much to do in stage 43. These are the parts here. And we're just going to be piecing these two bits together to make a sort of clip. And then we're attaching that clip to this metal frame here. And that's all we're doing in that stage. So we have already done most of the leg here, which looks like that. We hadn't fitted this side on because they didn't ask us to do that. And I do have all the parts really for the leg and stuff on this section here. But I haven't, as I said, done anything with that. But these are the parts here. So this stage should be quite easy. We've got the screws there, which I normally end up chucking, which are LP screws. And these I keep. I've got hundreds of these now. Well, hey, what's going on here? Why can't I I can't even get into the box. Oh, there we go. I keep these for mixing painting. So I'll keep them down there. I should really be using my part work upgrades map, but I'm not tonight. So we can put that to one side. And the first thing we've got is this section here. And then we've got this section here. And I think quite simply, we're going to be putting this has got sort of holes in the side. This is going to go over the top just like that. It's going to be held in with an LP screw on both sides. We did have EM screws there as well. Oh, you're in here, Kev. Hiya, Kev. How's it going? We've just been chatting about you. Nothing bad. We're just talking about that Transformers part work. Oh, there we go. If you go to the Facebook page, just say, I will make sure I put a link in there, Nexus, okay? Okay, so let's get this in. So we're going to go through. I always have problems with these. I can never line them up and then the screw just falls out normally for me. So let's line it up a little bit there. And then hopefully line up this bit underneath, which is never easy. As you notice, this is like Car Crash Wednesday. There you go, that side's gone in. Excellent. We did the same on the other side. You don't need them. Okay, hang on. Stand by. And that's going in as well. Perfect. Nope, not perfect. It hasn't gone in the hole. Oh, for crying out loud. Why has that not gone in? This is a little bit difficult. Stand by. Why is the simplest things the most difficult for me? It's going in now. Right. Let's tighten that up. This is where the accidents happen. Let's try a bit more of a heavy duty screwdriver. Perfect. And there we go. When that's in, it should look like that. Right. Next thing I'm going to do, just make sure that is right. Stand by. It's followed the instructions perfectly. So, yep, it must be right. We're going to be mounting this section just over these sections here. I'm trying to figure out what way up it's going. Hang on. It's definitely that way around. Okay. It's going that way around with this facing up. That's held in with EM screws. I saw something about Disney's Dollhouse there. Because my exhaust is wet. My exhaust is pain in the air. I was thinking, could I mount that in the workshop, you know, Troy? I think it's good. The it's lasted, God, how long have I had that car now? 3 or 4 years? And I bought it as used, so it has lasted quite a while. This is the second one going in. And once that's in, God, these screws do take some screwing in. There we go. That's in place, no problems at all. And that's all there is to do in that stage. Put that to one side. Let's grab the next one. Stage 44. We are going to be doing some more bits on the left leg. So we've got these things here. Looks like we've got some adhesive to actually stick to the leg that we've done. Putting in some screws for something or other. So at the end of it, it's looking like that. Let's see how we get on with this. What stage is this? 44. So this is everything that comes in issue 44 here. Get all this out. No screws in there. Okay. So to me, oh, there is. We've got some EM screws there. All of these bits, by the look of it, are plastic, and we have got these sticky pads as well. So the first thing it wants me to do is take one of these sticky pads, and it wants me to put it on the bottom of this section here. So this is going to be hard. I never have nails for this sort of thing, but I will try my best. Oh God, come on. I'm always cutting my nails down quite low, because I learned early on doing video streams that if I've got dirty nails, I get hammered big time. People don't like dirty nails. Okay, so let's try and take the other side off. I think my tweezers will help with that. What the hell have I done to my tweezers? Oh God, they're broken. Need new tweezers. The ends were bent on them. So there you go. It's only asked us to put one little bit on. I've done that, and this is going to be going on the leg, just onto this section just here. And we have got some lugs that we're going to locate in those two holes that you can see there as well. So let's line this up. Hopefully we can get this in. There we go. Now these bits around the side, I'm guessing, have got to go underneath that section. One there and one there. And there we go. That looks pretty cool. I like that. So once they're in, we're going to be putting some screws in, some EM screws, just to lock these sides in. I don't know how many screws. They're putting them at the bottom. So this large screw hole here. So one in here. So that's not coming off. I have put this in oil, just so you know. Excellent. And I'm guessing one in the other side. Perfect. And that one goes in. Did everyone see that? I believe Spider-Man No Way Home is coming out in March. On digital, I think, first. There we go, that's in. And now that's in, we're just going to be putting these covers over. We've got L2 and L1. Just trying to figure out which one goes where. Other one. So this one's going to go in here, just to cover that. Push that into place. Stand by, that one's not in. It is now. So that looks like that. Do the same on the other side. Line that up. And push that in. Excellent. So we've got those two bits in either side. Is that all we've got to do? That's it. That's all we've got to do in that stage. So we have got this left over. I'm not quite sure where that's going yet. But once again, I will put that to one side and add it to my collection of bits that we're not using, which swiftly puts me over to stage 45. And in stage 45, looks like we're building another boot. I keep calling it a gauntlet. Another boot. We've done this once before, so hopefully this isn't going to be too hard. I do remember the wires can be a little bit tricky on this one, though. So this is what this looks like. This is what I'm talking about, the 1/2 scale models, that we are going to have this repetitiveness, building the same thing. Okay, so first we want to do is take the bottom of the boot here. We're going to be dropping this in. Now I need to see what way round this actually goes. They've got it in, just checking here. Insert the ankle joint into the larger diameter hole with what it says faces towards the inside of the foot. So if that's the inside of the foot, then the larger diameter is going in this way. So it's going in this way like that. But yeah, it's that way around, isn't it? Stand by. Like that. So now that's into the inside of the foot. We obviously need to keep that into place. So we've got this cover here, which is going to go over the top. Whoops. Like that there. And we're going to screw that in with some EM screws. The screw of choice on this build, as a matter of fact, the build I did today was all EM screws, thinking about it. 4 of these. This is metal as well. I have to say, it's been such a while since we've done this. I don't remember doing the boot. I think we did it as part of the trial as well. I can't get this lined up. Let's try that. I can see I'm going to have some problems with this one. Stand by. Well, that's one in. I have found out there, I don't know if it's me getting old, but tightening screws into metal lately, I'm having problems. It might be because my screwdriver, I think, is worn out. I do think I need a new one. So that's why you'll see me quite often at the moment switching to my big chunky PHO. This is actually what I got as part of the DB5 build. But this is invaluable for getting those last couple of turns on the screws here. That's one. Two. Two more. I am trying to look at chat. Gamer God, 90% of the things that you don't see, that reminds me of the X-Wing. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. Yeah, with the X-Wing, we had to build 4 wings, though. So it's 4 times doing the same thing. This is what I was saying about the... If we build the all-terrain attack transport, I can't remember, the AT-AT. You'd have to build 4 legs. Hi, Diadems, 1970. There we go, that's in, and that's still able to move, as you can see. But there is some resistance in there. I don't want that to be too floppy. So that's good going. Next, we've got the electrics to put in. Right, okay, let's figure this out. Now, that's the battery box there. I think what I'm going to do is put the battery in now for that. Now, I can't remember. I'm always forgetting this. Is it the... What side goes towards the... Does it help me in the instructions? I can never remember on these cell batteries what side goes towards the battery. I think if the flat side goes towards the spring. Is that right? That sounds about right. If it's wrong, I can always flip it over. Well, I can't even pick the battery up. I think the flat side goes towards the spring. You do the AT-AT. Okay, I've got a battery in there. I hope that's right. I could soon tell, couldn't I? If I press this, the light will come on. There you go. So it is right. So we know the light works. We've just got to install this now. So we know that the switch that I just pushed is going to go into this side here, which means the battery, God, is going to go into the gap that we've just got down the bottom here. Like that. So we can see it into the boot at the top there. Now that's going to be held in with a screw, which is another EM screw. Where are they all gone? Got one here. So, bit of oil. And I'll get that in place. And then I've got to line up the switch. So that's the battery box in nice and tight. And then the switch is going to be going through that hole that you can see there, but stand by. There's nothing keeping it in at the moment. I can't actually figure out how this goes in. Stand by. This is interesting. It goes under that ledge, I guess. I'm trying to... I think what I'm supposed to do is put that switch in first. That's what I've done wrong. Look at the instructions, Wayne. Right, I haven't taken it out of the way just so I can get the switch in first. Get in there. Come on. Play ball. There we go. Switch in first. That over the top to keep it in. There we go. Screw it up. We're happy now. So theoretically, I can push that switch and the light comes on and off. Yay! Okay. So we do have a battery cover here, but they don't want me to put that in yet. That leads us to the last stage, which is this one here. As you can see, we're going to be finishing that off by putting the lens in and finishing the boot off completely. So we have got another boot. I do believe there is more than one version, Robert. I think that when we get to 100, we start to get battle damage and stuff. So I'm guessing these armor panels are coming off easily or something. I don't know. Do not know. I don't know if that was extended at the start or not, though, so I wouldn't even like to know how many issues it is now, to be honest with you. Okay, so last section, we're going to be putting the lens in. The lens looks like this. Nice material, actually. That's just going to go in the bottom there like that. Excellent. Then we're going to be putting the LED holder just over the top of it. The LED is going to be slotting into there. Hello, John Ogilvy. Welcome to the channel. That's going to be held in with AM screws. You wouldn't believe the amount of spare screws that we have on these builds. Look, check this out. Look. They're all in my magnetic tray. Any spare ones, I've come away from putting them in screw boxes now. I just chuck them all together, and if I ever need one, it's a nice game to play. Hunt the screw. And it's worked quite a few times, actually. But it was funny, actually. The hardest part of doing that Ecto 1, I thought, was going to be putting the screws in. But for me, it was actually trying to get the two parts together without any wires coming out. But at the moment, all the electrics are working in mine, so I'm happy about that. So that's going to hold that lens in, and obviously we've got a place now for the LED to go in. So, turning the page, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to put the LED in here, like this. I'm going to close these two parts up together, making sure I'm not crushing any of the circuit board there. Not actually sure how this goes on. It hasn't really told me. Stand by. It goes on that way. They're saying, yep. Again, I'm just making sure I'm not pinching anything. I think I'm good there. There's something stopping this. I'm looking. The lens is in. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, we should be able to just push that in. Yeah, there we go. I just want to check that still works. There you go. The light comes on in the boot. Turn that off again. So we need to put some screws in there, which are EM screws. By the look of it, we haven't got the other side of the boot yet to put on. And I'm very nervous about leaving that battery cover as well. So this is the first one. All the way in. And then one more just in the other side. There's so much of this leg we haven't done. I really thought we were going to have the whole leg completed tonight. I guess not. That's a little bit too... There we go. So, that's looking like that. We don't actually do anything else. I am nervous about this bit, though. I really want to put this on here, because I don't want to lose it. But I don't know what screw. It takes a really tiny screw. I don't think they gave me one of those. Just having a look, because I've got a pack of stuff here. I think I might have, actually. I think that's the screw for it. These are just the spare screws from this build. I haven't got a clue what screw this is, but I'm going to screw it down because I don't want to lose that. I've got this habit of losing everything. There you go. That's the battery box on, and that's the boot done. And obviously, when you've got a finished boot, like this one here, turn it on. As you can see, the boot comes up. It will have this guard over the top, and that's what it's going to look like when it's finished. So this is like its baby brother here. But I turn that off because I'm going to drain the batteries. Now, when it comes to turning all of this on, I'm just going to cut there. That's that build complete now. I'm just going to go back to the main camera. We have to operate every individual switch. So we've got the switch for the head, the switch for each hand, and the switch for the arc reactor, and then the switches for the two boots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, six switches to do to get that switched on. That's crazy. Gamer God, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if they've already thought about that. And you'll have a helmet that comes off which has got the broken visor and stuff. So that could be something that's coming soon. But will that get a release? Kevin, I don't know if you're still in here. Did that? I don't think Robocop's had a trial in this country yet, has it? So, and Robocop trial, didn't that happen after the Alien trial abroad? So again, it might be something that's coming. We'll have to see. It would be better, not going to lie, but to say I've done it all myself with one hand without any help, it's brilliant. I haven't really had any major issues like people have. That's good to hear, Scott, I have to say. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to muck around with not that one, with the chat box. 1 second. I want to lift that up so we can see, there we go, the full comment. That's perfect. Still working up all of this, that's for sure. I see the Hachette Titanic. I know you're talking about the Agora one. That people are talking about the lines in the side and they're filling it and stuff. I think when I do it, I'm just going to do it as stock because that doesn't really bother me. I like the whole model look of it. And we've discussed this so many times on the channel. I'm not trying to make a miniature version of the ship. I'm trying to make a model of the ship. Because like if I was going to go to that much detail, I'll just build the ship. But that's the way I think of these. Imagine doing a power mod for this build. It'll end up with 3 legs from the power cable. Ian, there's your challenge for you if you're watching Part Work Upgrades. You could do a power mod for the Iron Man. I mean, nothing splits apart, does it? I mean, once we've got all this together, I suppose you could have a power mod going through the whole thing. But God, can you imagine how much there is to take that apart? That's how big it is if you want to know. It's just a leg. Look, the leg's the size of my head. I compare everything to my head, if you notice that. The R2, I put the dome on my head. But, I mean, look, it's all moving and stuff. And I like the details behind the leg there. I mean, some of these parts are good. Look, let's show you for size. One of the arms here. They need dusting, I have to say. But there you go. That's one of the arms. Looking like that. It looks pretty cool. But we have got a whole plethora. What else have I got behind here? Hang on a second. Stand by. Oops. I've got another arm. There we go. That's the other arm there. Looking like that. So, quite big. Move the fingers around there. I mean, it's good to articulate as well. But you get the idea. That's quite a scary thought, isn't it? I look like that thing from Explorers at the end. But yeah, there's the 2 arms. So, I've got bits of Iron Man here. This looks like a scene from Iron Man 3. No, it won't do because it will be released under Fanhome. Really? You reckon? Because like I thought that the X-Wing would be released under Fanhome, being the whole Star Wars thing, but I don't think it will be. If they reissue it, I think it will be under D'Agostini Collectibles. I think. I might be wrong. I'm speculating. I do a lot of speculating. But I think it would be good if Fanhome do have that whole like what Hero Collector do, where they keep all the Ghostbusters and all of the Doctor Who and stuff all under one shell. It'd be good if Fanhome do that for all the pop culture items as well under the Fanhome brand, and leave the D'Agostini Collectibles to things like the ships, perhaps the cars, and if they're not planning to have like a garage or something. It's all good. Hello, Michael Bradley. How's it going? I'm still wearing that t-shirt, the Ghostbusters one. I hope to get it sorted out, mate. Soon you must be itching to get on the build. I'm going to test where the Dam Busters practice. You know something? The Dam Busters practice down the road here as well at Ibrook Reservoir. Bit of history around here. Instead of doing more cars, how about the Dora Railway gun? No, that would be a challenge. Is that available? I can only really do what's available, Edward. Stand by. You know what? Looks nice. I could do that. Now, someone on my Welcome to the Cave videos, we haven't done one of them for a long time. He had one, and it was ginormous. Absolutely ginormous. Hello, Ahmed. How's it going? The Robocop will be released around a time in France when they're on about issue 50. That seems about the right schedule. I mean, I think it's a market for these 1-2 figures. It'll be interesting to see. I think if this alien test goes well, and as I said, I have got up to 2. I know you must be on 24 or 25 now, Kevin. I do think there would be a market for it, but I think that market would be in newsagents. It would still be the old publishing model. But I do believe that the models that come through the newsagents, I reckon there's more drop-off at those models. You know, people get the first 10 realising it's going to cost a lot of money and then quitting, than the subscription-based models. And that might be why Eaglemoss pulled away from the, in the newsagents to go to the subscription-based models. Perhaps that's the way to go. Andy's, I really hoped that the Peugeot would be out this week, but it's going to be next week now. It is here, look. I've got it here. This is, where are we? Box 23. But I haven't done it yet. I need to do it. Because as you can see, my Peugeot is missing a bit of the back at the moment. We've got some electrics hanging out the front as well. So, all fun. Sent you a link to an RC vehicle on Sterling Kits that might be of interest. Ooh, let me have a look. Stand by. When did you send it? Was that to my email or Facebook? I know we've been talking on Facebook, Troy, so I'm wondering if it's in there. 1 second. I'll go to that first. I've got 2 new messages in there. So was that a good guess? It was a great guess. I love the Sterling Kit stuff. I tell you, wow, the Sterling Kit stuff's pretty good. Now that's $1,799 US. Let's see if we can switch over to standby. Check that out. Look at that beast. A Toyon X-Power Sand Cruiser Nitro 1/8 scale radio control car desert rock crawling DIY kit. So we're building that from scratch. Wow. That looks pretty impressive. God. Boys and their toys, I tell you. I don't think I don't think you're going to be impressing Mrs. Welder-Wayne at all, Troy. She'll be going on these romantic walks on the beach, and I'll be there with my little RC going up the sand dunes. Can you please help me find a Spitfire stand, Ahmed? It's because there's no Oligo Models isn't here anymore, and he was the only one that designed the stand, so I don't know where you'd get it from now, to be honest with you. I haven't heard from him in months. I haven't heard from him since I came back from Scotland, August last year. So so Dan, if you're watching this, I hope you are on the mend. I hope you are. I really do. But there you go. The Ed 209 is one of the most frightening robots in sci-fi. Adrian, I was more it's a scary robot, definitely. But the one in RoboCop 2, what was it called? Someone said earlier. That was with a drug addict's brain in it. That was pretty freaky as well. You're over 30 on the Alien build. Wow, that's coming along. I need to catch up with your videos, Kevin. I haven't. I've been a bad man for that, I have to say. I think I'm up to 20 on your channel. When you're hanging onto the Eleanor base, got to be half the size of the Ecto-1 base. No, I won't be keeping it, Robert. You know me. I don't keep any bases because I just haven't got room for it. So at the moment, I've got the Eleanor base, but I won't be keeping it. I'll keep it to the end of the build so I can do the video on it, and then that will go. The Ecto-1 I won't be keeping. That's already gone. The Peugeot 205, I've still got flat packed. I haven't opened it. I won't be using that either. So, so if this been answered, what is the total cost for this model, including postage and packing? Are we talking about the Iron Man? Because it's 100 issues at roughly $9.99 an issue, plus postage at £2 tire. About, I don't know, just over 1,000. I'm guessing. They are the toy and engine deer, really? Oh my god. Yeah, and it comes in a crate. Oh my god. Well, you know, my contact over at Sterling Kit's brilliant, and I hope I am giving them justice to the videos that I've done with the robot and shortly with the pumping station. But yeah, I mean, the quality is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And you can see now why. I mean, they're based in China, and I suppose they're trying to get the market over here to the US and stuff like that. But, you know, all of the models that we're building at the moment are manufactured in China, most of them. So, that's where it's the place to go, I'm telling you. You maybe want to start the Iron Man. I'd like to see how big it's going to be eventually, Trowie TV. Because if you can imagine, that's the leg. I haven't got any parts of the body yet. So the arm's going to be about here. You can, because normally your hands are just touching your thighs on your body. So you can get an idea of how big this thing's going to be. And that's without the shoulders and the head. So, and it's going to be heavy. It's going to be heavy. Hello, oppressor. Okay. Hello, George. Kane. That was it. That's what I was on about. The Kane cyborg. I was more freaked out by that. Thinking that it's more like there's a biological brain in there. They may do, Troy, you know. Perhaps that's something to approach them. is something we haven't really done on the channel, which I get a lot of requests for radio control. And, you know, we're doing the tank, which is going to be my first, like, delve into it. But, I mean, Helder, if Helder's in chat, he sent me a load of radio control bits and an engine as well. And I've been thinking, I'd have to make extra room for that. And I mean, this is fine. This workstation's fine for doing the part work builds. But when they get to the size of the Ecto One, I can't use this. And I am trying to set up a place over here. But I mean, as you can see, it's just a mess at the moment because I've got all the boxes from Agora. I've still got the SR71. I've got the big Poacher bike to do. I've got the Spitfire stand under there, which I'm not going to be keeping. And underneath the Rams flag there, I've got 3 chassis. I've got the Fast and the Furious Dodge Charger. I've got the Eleanor. And I've got the New York fire truck chassis under there. So, pretty crazy. Thank you, Alex. 1,167. That's roughly how much it costs. My brain wasn't working tonight. Hello, George. How's it going? George Henry product reviews. What sort of things do you review, George? Is it more, are you doing part works, or is it something completely different, like, you know, technology? But yeah, feel free to plug your channel. We all share here. We're all one big nice community here. They should build the Red Dwarf. I don't know about the Red Dwarf, the main ship, because it's ginormous, but you know, it looks like a, I don't know, a lamp. Starbug. A real detailed Starbug, not just a 3D print. That'd be excellent. Ahmed, the next Spitfire, I mean, I've got up to issue 96 here, and I'm not going to start any builds until they figured out what's going on with that control board. When I know that, which might be issue 100, I'm guessing I'm going to have issues 91 to 100 to do. And I'll probably do them in one go. There can't be that much left to do on it. Apart from plugging in all the wires, which didn't take long. It didn't take long on the Ecto 1 to plug the wires in. Keeping them plugged in, that's your challenge. Maximilian from the Black Hole. Anything from the Black Hole, Adrian. Jason Bateman. Adams? What? It's the beer. Adam Savage has a nice model of Kane Cyborg. Really? Well, hello outside. How's it going, Roy? You all right? Oh, I'm trying to select your message, but the screen's going up really fast. We need a Lost in Space robot and a Robbie the Robot kit. I've got a Robbie over here, but, well, he's hiding there, look. But, yeah, a kit, a big-sized kit, definitely. Definitely. It needs to be done. Take care, Hilda. Have a good night. I hope the weather's good for you up there. And night, Robert. Is it that time of night? I love how you peeps tell me when it's time to night. It's time to go. Okay, listen, peeps, I'm going to be live streaming tomorrow. Don't expect a video on the channel. If a video does go up on the channel tomorrow, it's going to be very late, but chances are that's probably going to be released on Friday, and so it's going to be the Route Master video. But there is going to be a live stream tomorrow night. Thank you for joining me. It wasn't so much of a car crash tonight, which is good news. The only car crash we had is, you know, this part, which I can't find the part work model for it, but hopefully that will be fixed tomorrow as well. Anyway, going to do my Naked Gun ending because I'm back to the usual thing, so I don't want to just cut myself off. So take care of yourself. See you later.